Something smaller. Superpowers? Moral choices? Open world exploration? Fairly achievable? Oh. Yes, it's true. With the help of ChatGPT, we are going to make Infamous Second Son my 137th Platinum Trophy. This game came out in 2014 and is the third game in the series. It was made by Sucker Punch, the studio that is also responsible for the Sly Cooper games and more recently Ghost of Tsushima. I actually owned this game at one point in time as it was bundled with my PS4, but I immediately sold it on eBay and bought, I don't know, Far Cry 4 or something. I just didn't know anything about Infamous. I thought the main character looked like an annoying millennial and I didn't like his sense of style. But I know that Infamous Second Son was well received that year and it has a healthy Metacritic score of 80. Pretty much what we have to do is complete the game twice for 2 specific trophies, as the game has a karma system where you can make either good or evil decisions that changes the story, and we have to complete both storylines. There's also a ton of random miscellaneous trophies that look pretty fun too. So let's get straight into it. The premise of the game. Basically, it's sort of like X-Men. A small portion of the population spontaneously acquired the power to weaponize and control natural elements. It takes place in modern Seattle, and a government body called the Department of Unified Protection, DUP, are tasked with detaining these people known as conduits. So our main guy is called Delson, a bit of a hooligan, and we start the game by vandalizing a billboard of the newly appointed sheriff.
Oh, motion controls. Yep, definitely a PS4 launch title. This feels gimmicky.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Hey, is that Troy Baker?
Yeah, I knew it. Find the back door. Ugh, please, you're playing to my strengths. You know what, graphically, I'm pretty impressed for a 10-year-old game.
Turns out the sheriff is actually Delson's brother Reggie, and both of these guys belong to a Native American tribe called the Akomish. After a bit of a spat, the boys witness a truck crash. We help a survivor out of the wreckage, and after a little tussle we find out that Delson is actually a conduit himself. He's kind of a sponge who can absorb the powers of other prime conduits.
Alright, that's pretty cool. So how did he get those powers? He just touched them.
Get you out!
Oh, your leg's f***ed. Why aren't you screaming? Touchpad. How is he running on his leg? No, immersion breaking. Guys, watch this. See that, bro?
The first one we encounter is named Hank, who can control smoke. Hank is one of a small groups of conduits who escaped a holding facility and is currently on the run. So we fight him using Delson's wallet chain of chaos.
This is like God of War in a way.
And just look at all those particle effects Sucker Punch is known for. After the fight, we meet the big bad head of the DUP. Not exactly what I was expecting, but her name is Brooke Augustine. And if I'm being honest, she totally looks like a Karen who runs a dog washing business. After failing to keep his mouth shut,
Aren't you a bioterrorist too?
we see that Augustine doesn't take any crap, and she uses Delson's friend Betty to try to get some answers out of us.
So I guess this is that fork in the road.
Now we decided to do a good playthrough first time round.
Yeah, I'm told that hurts.
So that's the second time she said that now. Here's a big bet. Delson will use that line on her at the end before he kills her. That's my bet.
So off screen the DUP have been torturing members of the tribe, and now the brothers decide that in order to help them, Delson will head into Seattle to hunt down Augustine to take her powers and save his friends. On the way we come across a common thug, and that's where it ends. Zup telling us that Delson has incredible healing powers too. Yeah, he's kind of like Wolverine if Wolverine were an edgy delinquent who enjoys the smell of his own farts. After expanding our abilities by draining these DUP core relays, the brothers try to pass the bioscanning checkpoint.
Please place your finger on the scanner. Processing.
Warning. Prime conduit detected.
Reds up on the towers! I see him!
Shortly after, the map opens up and we are free to explore. What is really nice is this game marks literally everything for you to collect, which is good, but also cuts down the total playtime, which I guess is also good. This makes it way easy for about a dozen or so trophies I'll get to later on. Seattle for the most part seemed to be rather wholesome. Nobody really gave a f***.
That was all me!
Except for the protesters who are racist against conduits.
Hey, check this out.
Now because we were playing the good guy, once the bullets start flying, civilians can get hurt. and it was on us to pick them up, even if they were protesting against us directly a moment ago.
Oh, I guess I am a good guy in this playthrough. You friends now?
It was surprising how many random people were just laying on the ground that we could help up, but helping 10 got us the walk it off trophy. And because we are the good guy, it was our duty to bust the local drug dealers and their stash.
So where are these drugs you speak of? What a waste.
We then got a new combat ability that I wanted to try out.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Peppered around the city are these secret agent missions where you had to eliminate an NPC blending in with the crowd. It was here that I spotted a sneaky little Sly Cooper Easter egg. We also had to take out hidden cameras and express our creativity in public areas.
Delson, you are one talented son of a gun.
Doing all these things led us to the next trophy called Prank Call. Once we did enough of the previously mentioned activities, the DUP presence in that district would drop low enough for us to start a showdown with the authorities to clear the area.
Do you have a bioterrorist incident to report?
There's been a disturbance nearby, by a rather handsome bioterrorist.
We are sending DUP troops to neutralize the threat.
Perfect.
We then started the first of a series of audio logs where an anonymous informant was directing me to some sort of evidence against Augustine.
I can help you take down the DUP from the inside, but you have to promise me you won't say anything to anyone.
You, didn't happen to catch any of that, did you? Basically, we just had to use a tracker to find these hidden audio logs scattered around the city, and completing all activities in a single district got us the trophy 1 down. One of the fun combat trophies requires us to defeat 10 enemies by detonating these ammo crates. These are the ammo crates. If I can lure some bad guys to one of these, that'd be good. Boom! Put that anywhere. Hell yeah, put that anywhere. Tell that to my missus, bro.
Why would you give up, man? Everyone else is still fighting. Can we just get up here and... Yeah, this is undeniably an early PS4 game. You can just tell with the amount of touchpad involvement. Kind of like with Astro's Playroom and the DualSense. Alright, another one down. What have you got to say for yourself? Alright, let's see if we can find him. Is that him? Oh, I think it might be. We have a positive ID. Alright, why not? Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, you escaped. Well, lesson learned. Don't stop and help anyone.
After some more exploration, we popped another trophy for rescuing 10 possible conduits from these random pens. Infamous is like if the radioactive spider bit a bratty obnoxious gooner instead. I'm not gonna lie, the trophies in this game came hard and fast. At this point I had already completed showdowns in half the city, which gave us the Hello Operator trophy. And the trophy Home Field Advantage was for clearing the DUP out of those same districts. Infamous Second Son is very much like a typical Ubisoft game. You get trophy pops just for cleaning up sections of the map, which itself is very gratifying. So it turns out there is another conduit who is not only going around assassinating people, but is also making an exhibit of it.
Definitely the work of a conduit.
We locate his sniper's nest and it turns out that, well, he's a woman. Oh yeah, I'm like 70% sure it's a woman. Now this chick has the powers we need to take on Augustine, so we did what made the most sense. We hid in a cardboard box and ambushed her. After a little kiss chasey, we do get out in a theatre, and when Reggie arrives, we play the good guy and decide to give her freedom if she helps Delson harness his new powers. It turns out this conduit's name is Fetch, played by Laura Bailey, and she and her brother ran from home when their parents were gonna turn her into the government for being a conduit. After killing her brother over some drugs, she decides from that point on she would hunt down drug dealers. Now, I honestly thought I skipped a cutscene and had to check on YouTube because of how jarring it was that Delson and Fetch seemed to immediately be on good terms, like acting all playful right after an intense boss fight.
And I thought maybe you'd like to tag along, maybe talk me through the new stuff.
I already bagged my dealer limit for the day, so why the hell not?
And there's my sweet girl.
Screw you.
But it turns out I didn't miss a thing. The writing just lacked logical continuity. But we completed a mission with Fetch where we followed her skid marks around the city to find DUP cores. This allowed Delson to upgrade his abilities.
Power up.
And the neon powers were pretty neat. You're able to target enemy body parts for either good karma or bad karma. Speaking of which, we hit level 4 Paragon, and only being halfway through the map, I was really confident I wasn't going to have to grind out to level 5 for the True Hero trophy. We popped a combat trophy using these new powers, and trophy 11 was for collecting half of the game's blast shards. This is the currency used to upgrade skills in the skill tree. And then we popped nothing to see here for destroying half of the DUP cameras. We were so damn good at popping these trophies, we even made headlines urging viewers to
like and subscribe for more platinum hunts.
With the new neon powers, we were able to sprint continuously, so I wanted to try this out while chasing down a secret agent. Okay, white dude with a hood. He looks like an Andrew to me. Is that you, Andrew? Oh, I think it is. Yeah, that was way easier. How do we debug? For the next trophy, we had to complete a good karma mission. This one saw us helping out Fetch destroy a large drug shipment that was stored on houseboats. I guess you could call this a Fetch quest. So we took care of the drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
And we freed some hookers in the process, which ultimately gave us the Temperance trophy. We crossed the busted bridge into the other half of the city and found the boss lady waiting for us. She knows what Delson has been up to, and just as she locks us down, someone or something saves us just in time. What I love about open world games like this one is just some of the goofy shit that you can come across. This is awkward. Oh. I didn't do that. Oh. Bro just KOs himself and I get the bad karma. The next trophy came along when I accidentally pressed the up button which triggered my ultimate instead of the down button which starts the next mission. Ah shit, I meant to press up instead of down. What a waste. Excessive force, what's that one? Use a comic streak to... Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, I love when that happens. So we get a call from a kid named Eugene, who was a bit of a fan.
What'd you say your name was?
It's Eugene. It's a dorky name, I know.
With Eugene's help, we ambush a DUP convoy that is supposed to be transporting conduits. After searching a series of buses and finding nothing, we come across some mysterious angel-looking creatures battling it out with the DUP. These angels have been kidnapping suspected conduits, and at this point we weren't exactly sure what their goal was, but hey, the enemy of my enemy is my homie. And then we decided to check all the porta potties in the district, in the very, very, very small chance that the escaped conduit might be trying to remove their prisoner's vest in there. There is no way this can go wrong. After turning up with nothing, Big Bro comes in with a plan to figure out what the angels are doing with these conduits.
And we have liftoff.
Hey, follow my phone and don't be a dick!
No, really, don't go in there.
Alright, I'll call you when it's over.
Wait a second. This is Eugene's hideout, isn't it? We do battle with the big angel demon thing and beat his ass. Turns out my hunter was right, and Eugene was the conduit. We convinced Reggie to let Eugene teach us some new tricks, and in exchange we help him lose his V-card.
Show me some of your new video tricks. I show you how to pick up some girls.
But instead of absorbing the incel's video powers, somehow we lost everything.
Not a good time, fellas.
Did you say you lost all of your powers?
Yes, I lost all my power.
What a devastating turn of events. This left turn in the game story just turned everything on its head. I could have sworn that... Power up. Oh wait, nah, we got him back again. Never mind. We skip to a bunch of core relays and unlock some neat video power tricks as Delson tries to G up Eugene to come outside to touch grass.
What do you say? I got this new sword, we can help him out. So you interested?
No, that's okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. I think this might be the best one yet. And in the process, pop trophy 15 True Hero for reaching level 5 Good Karma. Ooh, True Hero. Well, I'm sorry, I wish I could help you, but my good karma's already maxed out. As fun as it was landing headies with the smoke powers, once we unlocked Neon and Video's traversal abilities, yeah, we were never going back. So Eugene and I teamed up to free some conduits being transported in shipping containers.
No, see my angel? Don't shoot the choppers! You're gonna get the conduits killed!
Sorry homie, my bad. Just got a little excited. Oh, Eugene yelled at me, bro. We wrapped up the mission, and that gave us trophy 16. Excuse me, I'm looking for someone. Yeah. So he's a man of African descent, got a shaved head, blue hood. Shh, hey, listen to me. So we find out Hank is still alive and murking DUP. We chase him down, and he agrees to team up and take down Augustine.
I'm gonna take Augustine down, but I need your help to do it.
I could sign on for something like that.
He also just casually mentions that Fetch and Eugene were captured by the DUP.
Fetch and Eugene.
I guess. Anyways, DUP's got him.
What?
I feel like the recapture of those two conduits is a really big plot point they just brushed over. Hank's plan is to go to the DUP prison located on an island. Says that if we destroy a concrete tower, it will draw out Augustine, and also mentions that there is a core relay we can gain a new power from. As we arrive at the core relay, Delson shows some apprehension and his feelings were right. Hank stitched us up. He cut a deal with Karen to lure us to her. Just as things were looking grim, Big Bro shows up and uses an RPG to help break us out of these concrete handcuffs. Augustine takes things way too far, and sadly, Reggie gets taken out in a terrifying way. Honestly, imagine sinking into the ocean with concrete wrapped around you. Holy smokes. We do battle with Nana and fight through waves of goons. We track down Hank at a nearby marina, got him, and had to make the decision whether to save or execute him. He explains that Augustine was leveraging his daughter against him, and that's why he made the deal. Oh buddy, just wait until playthrough 2. We hunted down Augustine, which resulted in us working our way up a tower, but not without some help from the other two dildos.
Oh, fucking missed it. Shit. Thank God.
Once we made it to the top of the tower, it was time to face off with Augustine again.
This is like literally the same fight we had a few minutes ago. Great, another backstory. Where's my powers? The fuck? Oh, I'm just a useless human.
Power up.
Ooh, concrete. Boulder dash. I like it. Oh, it's an onyx. Not gonna lie, these physics are pretty cool. Reminds me of the game Control. Oh, that took a while.
Yeah, I'm told that hurts.
Oh, there it is. I told you so. Boy, roll the tape back.
Yeah, I'm told that hurts.
Delson will use that line on her at the end before he kills her.
Meh. The writing is so predictable. By the end of the story, I realized that the game tries to make every character reside in some sort of grey moral space and not clearly good or clearly evil. Were they successful? Yeah, I don't know. I think Augustine is beyond redemption and Hank deserves to die for being a douche. Okay, so with playthrough 1 out of the way, that left us with 30 trophies remaining. The next step was to finish up some district stuff and then focus on an evil playthrough. I think it's fair to say that the only thing more annoying than Delson's ego and headwear are unskippable credits. Once those were done, we popped Reconciliation for completing the game as good Delson. Onto the final district of the map, and there wasn't a whole lot left to clean up. The concrete powers were pretty cool I suppose, but they lacked the quick maneuverability that the neon and video powers give you. Destroying the last of the hidden cameras got us the trophy Big Brother, and destroying the last surveillance cameras scored us the trophy Blinded. Ta! And that's how I took down Augustine.
I got a Delson tattoo on my ass.
Now, I couldn't find this in any of the guides, but I happened to stumble across a secret boss. It was actually a set of steps that didn't take shit from anyone. It literally refused to be walked all over. No joke, it took lives. Blasting the last secret agent gave us the blown cover trophy, draining the last blast shard gave us the shard core trophy, and tracking down the last audio log gave us the inside track trophy. In the end, I never actually found out who the informant was. It's entirely possible I wasn't paying attention, but I don't think the game actually ever reveals that to you. Excuse me, I'm just looking for someone. He looks equally as generic as you, but with like 40% more confidence. We managed to complete the last stencil art for the colouring inside the lines trophy. And finishing off the last district gave us 2 trophies. One for clearing out all of the DUP from the entire city, and one for completing all of the district showdowns.
Comet drop over 170 meters. I think that's the biggest tower there is in the map, so I guess we'll try from there. I forgot how we got up there. Holy shit, that's not right. Where are we? This is pretty high. I don't know, this might be 170 meters. Comet drop. Oh. Alright, this is the true top. Yeah, that's much higher. Well, here we go. Nice. That is trophy 28.
From that same location, we then popped the Keep It Up trophy for hovering in the air for more than 45 seconds. Total Carnage is a trophy that surprisingly didn't happen naturally. Basically, you just have to destroy 5 cars in 5 seconds. So we created a little traffic jam and got to work. So as you can tell, the trophies were just raining in at this point. This next trophy, Double Smoke Stack Attack, is one of the trickier ones, but I got super lucky here. It says we gotta dash through 2 red air vents without touching the ground, and then comet drop on an enemy. Fortunately, I found a good spot and was waiting for the DUP to show up, which they did, and with some precision, landed that trophy. Hattrick tasked us with defeating a single enemy using 3 different power sources. Gotta be careful here. These boys can be quite fragile. So let's hope he can just hold out long enough to take a few shots. Here's smoke, there's some video, and we'll use neon as the finisher. Yes, easier than my stepsister. I then spent the next 15 minutes trying to get a trophy I already had. We're supposed to hit 3 weak points in 6 seconds, which sounds easy enough. 6 seconds, right? Where trophy? Surely that was 3 in 6 seconds. Come on, man. Wait, have I already done this? Make fetch. Don't tell me. F off. I did it 3 days ago. Oh, I'm an idiot. But I got over it pretty quickly because 30 seconds later, I got another trophy for rescuing 10 escape conduits from angry mobs. And trophy 34 cough drop came another couple minutes later. All we had to do was land a comet drop on 3 coughing enemies. So at this point, we were at 70% total trophy completion, and it was time for our second fun playthrough, where we got to play as Bad Delson. And this time we had to play on expert difficulty, but you have to set the difficulty on your previous save before starting out, which was a little strange, I admit. But without any delay, we sped through the story, making the tough decisions only a hardened leader could make. Sacrifice the tribe, baby!
Piss.
We are ruthless.
You imagine what that bitch would have done to me if I'd actually talked?
Probably the same thing she did to everyone else in this room when you didn't.
Oh, come on, Betty. Let's not point fingers, alright? I think we all learned something valuable today.
Tell everybody else that, thanks for taking one for the team.
Wow, what a dick. With this new playthrough, we got to execute thugs and cook enemies. Oh my god, we did the Harry Potter thing. Trophy 36 popped for simply finishing off 10 wounded enemies, which we continued to do for funsies even after earning the trophy. Let me help you up.
Now, I'm here to support you, but killing cops...
I got it. I'll put my phasers on stun.
I told you to sneak around them.
They started it!
I didn't say kill them, just rough them up. Delson, I heard shots. Did you kill them?
Hey, I was trying to do my duty as a citizen, man.
Hey, mister. Sign our petition to get drugs off the streets.
That's what this is about? So the next big decision to make was to corrupt Fetch. And as the devil on Fetch's shoulder, we were able to straight up murder people we didn't agree with.
Please don't hurt me. Hello, America?
And in the process, we disrupted our 10th public protest, which gave us the trophy Freedom of Speech. Completing this mission also gave us the trophy Malice. And then it was off to enlist Eugene again.
Delson, that's not cool! Delson, I said near misses!
And video killed the radio star. That made no sense whatsoever, and I regret saying that. Corrupt? Eugene's mission didn't change too much at all, but we were definitely turning him into a supervillain.
Nice exit.
To my surprise, in this playthrough, Reggie never turns his back on Delson, regardless of how psychotic he'd been.
I'm so proud of you.
But I kill innocent people.
Where are you?
Okay, I actually feel a little bad about this one. It was the final mission of the story, and we managed to hit level 5 Evil Karma on the way up the tower to the final boss. We beat the snot out of Augustine again, and returning home felt unwelcoming. Betty was not having it.
The TV news showed everything.
I saw you kill dozens of innocent people.
Turns out she did not approve of murder, and the tribe chose to die over receiving any help from Delson. The trophy Rebellion was for completing our evil playthrough, and Unstoppable was for beating the game on expert. I like how the civilians react differently to evil Delson. And now we were set on beating down 10 musicians and 10 sign twirlers. After flying randomly around the city for an hour, hopelessly looking for these guys, I managed to find a better method from PlayStationTrophies.org. In short, once you find one, beat him down and then allow yourself to be taken out. The game will load you back in and spawn another sign twirler or musician for you to destroy. Using that method, we quickly took out 20 totally innocent civilians. And the strat also worked on the Akula gangs, where we had to beat up 10 groups of gangsters. I believe these guys are like a Russian drug syndicate. All in all, the platinum for Infamous Second Son was highly enjoyable. The trophy list is basically a complete everything checklist, not so different from something you might see from a Ubisoft game. And I like the spread of trophies too, with 34 bronzes, 11 silvers, 2 golds and a platy. The progressive trophy set that makes you complete, say, 1 showdown, and then half of the showdowns, and finally complete all showdowns, is like a nice little trail of bronze breadcrumbs that you follow until you pop that silver. The game itself is honestly very middling, and the story is completely forgettable. But hey, for something you can download from the PlayStation library that has no real missable trophies, and that you can coast a well-paced 28 hours to a beginner level platinum, yeah, I reckon it's worth your time if you're looking for something easy to bridge the gap between other bigger games. Thanks for watching, happy hunting, and GG.